Who's here?
Shannon, if you can hear her.
I can
She
hear
goes in the third person very weirdly.
you. I can hear you.
Perfect. I know wish you didn't hear all that, but you did.
Oh, see, we have a NPC now.
Yes. Alright, so the NPC, that's not what she looks like, but that is kind of her vibe. Okay. I know that Marie isn't feeling well, so I think everyone's here. Oh, I can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
I looked down at JD's square, and for a second there, I thought it said "I quit" instead of "I object."
I quit.
I don't know where my brain is today, but that's apparently what it's doing.
Okay. Uh, is your mic working? Okay, so working on some mic difficulties, it looks like. was everyone's weekend?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. Short as always.
Let's see. While they're fixing their mic, so next Sunday is 4th of July. I was wondering what you all were thinking, if you wanted to play or not.
I mean, I'll be around.
I'll be here.
Same, yeah, I don't think I have any plans.
Okay. Do you know what the issue with the mic is, or is it something different every time? Not sure. Okay.
You hear me now?
Oh,
Oh, I heard something. Cut off a little early though, but yeah, we heard you.
Oh, yeah, I'm on my.
yeah, you cut off early, but I'm guessing you're on your phone?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Are we good to move forward then?
If you'd like, so I can.
If you can what?
Sure.
Okay.
You might need to mess with your sensitivity.
That's what my sound.
Yeah, you keep cutting off at the last second, so we're missing the last word of every sentence.
Okay, how does that sound?
Oh yeah, that's better.
I just gotta figure out how to lower the music in my ear. And then I should be good. Alright, got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Alright, awesome. Okay.
JD mystery note. It's Blink.
Is it blank?
Yes, it is to me.
It's playing.
Oh, come on.
Is it supposed to be a picture, or did you just put it in GM notes?
No, I didn't put in GM notes. I didn't save what I typed. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh, that's.
Okay. Okay, so JD, you get assigned a case. It is your case is to represent. Let me put up my other notes. Let's see. Gerard Beach is his name. He's being investigated for murder. Okay, so you have about an hour until your appointment with this person. So I was thinking you could roll plus sharp, and then based on that you can ask one or two questions.
All right. I have something that popped up on my screen that says, but nothing is in it. That is accurate?
No, the Roll20 didn't save what I had written, so I'm trying to like quickly write a quicker version of what I wrote.
Oh, Roll20. You never fail to disappoint.
So what I had it was on a 10 you get task 2, on a 7 to 9 you get task 1, on a 6 you get 1 but you put yourself in harm's way to get the info. Oh, 13, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna retype up a little. So you get a hold of 2. Alright. Did it pop up again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I would ask for. Do I ask now, I guess?
Yeah, so this is like what you can put together in the amount of time that you have before you meet with them.
Okay, I would like to know the demographics of Gerard. I guess I don't know what exactly that means.
Sort of like basic info. Like, you know, like age, occupation, that sort of thing. Actually, you would know
Okay.
this, but like more general info that is more readily available.
I would want. Let me get some juicy info on Gerard first.
Okay. Juicy info on Gerard. So Gerard is like a New York State assemblyman. And so the reason why he's with this law firm is because he like dabbles in magic. So that's like kind of his connection to the supernatural. And he, you know, as most politicians are, he's being like looked into for more shady stuff, like what would be like a common
Like
embezzlement type.
taking money off the top. Yeah.
Embezzlement.
The light The light crimes.
Yeah.
The New Jersey crimes, as we call them in New Jersey. Okay. And then I want, I guess, the juicy info, the hot goss on Tulisa.
Talisa. Okay, so Talisa is, well, was Gerard's secretary, and I'm trying to figure out how you'd find out this information, but you find out that she was having an affair.
With Gerard.
Not necessarily with Gerard, just that she was having an affair.
Okay.
I think like
Oh.
or like it's kind of obvious like if you like do a dive into her social media type stuff, it's just like I don't know. Maybe you find like an Ashley Madison account for her or something. I don't know. Just like that's what you find out.
I find her Tinder.
Yeah. Even though she's married.
Yeah, exactly. Some people are dumb. I like the Ashley Madison account the most. Ashley Madison. Okay. Okay. So those are my 2 questions that I get. So I guess JD's just like, these people are less, I was expecting, something worse. The Matthew Broderick type stuff.
So yes. Anyway. So after you're done, you're getting ready because like they were put on your schedule. I don't know how lawyers' schedules are managed or whatever, but you hear like a knock on your door. Oh, let's put you over to your office. Sorry. You hear?
My little fake plant.
Did we establish that that was a fake plant?
I thought we established it was a fake plant that I thought was real.
Okay. Yes. You hear a knock on your door, and I think it's funny if the HR lady is there. So I'm gonna have the HR lady like open the door and just sort of say like, "Mr. Beach is here to see you."
Mr. Bates?
Beach.
Beach. Right. Like, dang. Norman Bates, Mr. Beach. That makes more sense.
So, and she sort of just opens the door and leaves, and a ghost floats into your office and kind of sits down. There, sort of that like kind of see-throughness that in like almost grayscale, like on TV ghosts are, but looks like a man in his late 20s, very nicely dressed suit.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Beach. Awkwardly wave because I can't shake his hand.
Hello. He kind of looks around your office, disappointed.
So, I've only been given the kind of bare bones of your case. If you want to walk me through what is, uh, what has happened.
From what I understand, I'm the prime suspect in my secretary's murder. But as you can see, I couldn't have done it.
Well, how was she murdered?
You know, I don't know. Like, I'm mostly tethered to my house, so it was hard for me to get here, but all I hear are whispers.
Yeah, I'll look into making house calls for, people tethered. See if we can arrange that to make it a bit easier for you.
That would
All
be
right, so I
appreciated.
presume. Sorry, what'd you say?
That would be appreciated.
Yeah, so I will have to talk to the prosecutor in this case to get a little more information. But just for. What can you tell me about when your secretary died? Maybe why they think you're the suspect? Maybe when you came into being incorporeal.
I believe she was murdered about 3 days ago. Let's see. Incorporeal. I've been this way about. Oh. I believe a week. It's hard to tell time when you don't need to sleep.
Interesting. A week. So, how was your corporeal existence ended?
From what I understand, a heart attack.
So, is the prosecutor in this case aware of your current incorporeal state?
I'm not sure.
Okay, because depending on which court we're looking at, the night court or the more mundane court, we could probably get you off on being technically dead if the prosecutor's not aware of the existence of incorporeal beings. But if they are, then we're gonna need to, do a little more digging into this. I'll see if I can find that information, see if we even need to, do too much here. Are you planning on staying incorporeal?
I'm waiting to see how my estate is settled.
Was your incorporeal transition accidental, or was this something pre-planned?
It was pre-planned. I would check my timeline. If I were you. Now that you say that out loud, it doesn't sound right.
What? Sorry, what do you mean?
I gave you my best estimate for how long I've been this way. But there must be record.
Yes, I will look into Gerard Beach autopsy report. That'll have date of death, time of death, all that information. All right. So why do you have any idea why you're the prime suspect?
I think I heard fingerprints. My fingerprints were found.
Were found on her body or on the murder weapon?
I don't know.
Okay. So you said this was a pre-planned incorporeal transition. Could you walk me through that planning?
I think he kind of narrows his eyes at you. Like, suspiciously. Why?
Well, because, I mean, if the prosecutor's aware of incorporeal beings, it would be kind of an obvious thing to do, would become incorporeal and say, well, I couldn't have done it. I was dead, even if, you set it up somehow first. It's like an easy excuse. So it's just important to kind of walk through why you made this transition. If it were anyhow related to Tulisa, it's not, I mean, it's like, the mundane would expect it to be kind of like a obvious, couldn't have done it, I'm dead. But then when you get to the night court, it's really not at all a strong defense.
I don't trust my family to handle my estate well, so I had planned on becoming incorporeal to see how it pans out. I didn't plan to have a heart attack and die in my home.
Was Tulisa aware of this plan to become incorporeal?
No.
Hey. Was Tulisa involved in the handling of your estate?
No.
How would you... So you said it depends on how your estate is handled, whether or not you become corporeal again, but if the death wasn't planned, I'm not sure how you're planning to recorporealize.
I'm not going to recorporealize. I'm going to move on.
Or not. Okay, so the plan is not to become corporeal. It's to either... Okay. To move on or to remain as a incorporeal being. God, that doesn't sound like a word anymore. I've said it too many times.
Are you
Well, I think...
equipped to handle this case?
I don't understand your question.
You seem green.
Yes. I'm imagining they're just staring into each other's eyes as the silence goes on.
Yes, probably. Except
I'm,
I
I'm
feel like
perfectly capable of handling this case, but yes, it is my first murder by ghost uh, accused a case.
fantastic.
JD has some thoughts, but she's not going to say them.
Mhm.
Well, if it looks bad, you can just move on. Question to the GM. Are there, like, devices to keep ghosts from moving on if they're currently being charged in a case? Because they're pretty much a high flight risk.
Uh, Perhaps. I imagine that would be like a magical thing. Also depends on like what type of ghost or spirit they are.
Okay, I just realized that was a thing and it made me laugh. Very good. Okay. Oh, I mean, is there any other information you would like to tell me about your relationship with Tulisa, and if there's anything else that maybe might be suspicious or need explanation? It's better to tell me than for me to find out in the middle of a trial.
Not much to say. Talisa was a competent secretary.
And what do you do? What is your business?
He was an assemblyman, like a
Oh, okay.
New York State assemblyman. Like you would have known
And
that.
yeah, but was the I've heard rumors of theft or whatever the various rumors are. Are any of those substantiated? Or are they real, or
No.
any other potential suspicious goings on that I should be aware of?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay. And I mean, this is probably a silly question, but day of the crime, where were you?
In my home.
And again, I know the answer is probably. Are there any witnesses to that? Anybody for this alibi?
No, no one can see me.
You never know. I mean, paranormal sensitive cousins could show up to the house. Who knows? Weirder things have happened. Okay, well, if you have nothing else to tell me, I have a few items to look into, and we can schedule another meeting when I have more information on this case.
Alright. I think he just like is maintaining eye contact, just sort of floats backwards. Like through the door and out of your office.
It's really fucking weird.
Alright, what do
I
you
don't
do?
know, do I? Well, I'm debating if I need any paranormal help. Because at first I need to talk to the prosecutor, but I feel like that would be a very boring game for everybody else here.
um, why don't you roll to investigate a mystery to see what kind of info you can get from the prosecutor. Ooh, a 10.
So what do I do with that?
Um, well, what kind of info are you looking for?
Well, I just want to know why he's being charged. Like, what are the... How are they saying it's him? You know, like what happened? How'd you get murdered? The basics.
Wait, did you say the prosecutor knew that he was a ghost?
Yeah, if the prosecutor knows he's a ghost, what's going on there?
Yeah, I think you asked if the prosecutor knew that he was a ghost or that he was dead or something. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. That's real easy. Let me just say easy. He's dead.
Um, I think what you find out is that it seems as though, like, the original timeline, it's like she was killed like a day or two later after he had died, but they're not sure. Like, it doesn't make sense because they found fingerprints. Like, definitely his, because like most government folks have, like, you know, their fingerprints on file kind of thing. So they know it's his. I'm trying to think if they have DNA evidence, but I don't know if they would be able to be like, yep, it's definitely his DNA or anything like that, because I don't know if they would have a sample of that. But it's kind of baffling in that there's a day or two separation, but they're thinking maybe they have because like he wasn't found right away and she wasn't necessarily, maybe she was also not found right away, so like they're thinking maybe their timeline's a little bit messed up and perhaps he killed her like the day that he also died, kind of thing. So they're not pursuing any other, well, I mean, of course they're ruling things out, but like they know that he's dead. And it's just like they're confused because it's not lining up. But it's not the night court, right? It's not with the night court prosecutor right now.
So is the prosecutor involved aware that the ghost exists?
No.
Can you? I don't think you can try somebody who's dead.
Right. They're just basically they're just trying to conclude the case. Basically, they can't try someone who's dead, but he is the prime suspect in her murder. So technically, I don't even know if it would be with like a prosecutor necessarily. Like, probably more like a detective would be someone you would get the information from.
Yeah. Why does he care?
Because he doesn't want his name besmirched in that way.
Okay, guess I can set up the team to find the real murderer so that we can unsmirch his name. I'll call up Lilith. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hey, Lilith. So, do you want to try to solve a murder mystery with a ghost?
No.
Okay. Can you put Vex on the phone?
Hold on. Bex,
Yeah,
phone's for you.
I would go attempt to use a phone.
I'll put it on speaker.
Hey, Vex, I know Lilith's not interested, but would you be interested, if Lilith allows, in investigating a murder mystery involving a ghost who's being accused of murder?
That does sound interesting. I'm not used to investigating mysteries I don't know the answer to, so this should be fun.
Hey, Lilith, can Vex come hang out with me?
Yeah, but I'm coming too. I changed my mind.
Perfect.
Okay, where are we gonna meet you?
We can meet at my office. No, we can go, shit, where was she murdered? Hold on, let me look up where she was murdered. We can head to the murder site. I don't know if it's open. We might have to sneak in. We'll see what happens.
Ooh, breaking in even better. Let's do that.
Yeah, that does sound more exciting. Okay, I'm in.
Perfect. Okay. See you in a few. Hang up the phone. Well, I'd probably wait for them to say bye, because I'm not a monster.
Oh, we already hung up. We're monsters.
Yeah, we are monsters.
Then I'll call up Slade, because this isn't like the potentially interesting. This is probably something Slade doesn't care as much about. So I'd want to give him more information than just say, be here. A ring ring.
Thompson.
What'd you just say?
Thompson. Yeah. Who dis?
JD. Calling because I have a ghost murder mystery.
Oh, JD. What's going on? You caught me in the middle of a workout.
Oh, sorry. I had a ghost client coming because he's been accused of murder, but he was incorporeal for it. I don't know. I don't really know what's happening there. But you want to come try to do a murder mystery? It'll be kind of like an escape room, but IRL.
Oh, you need some muscle, huh? Good. I'll be right over.
Okay. My office. I didn't give you a location yet.
Your office, got it. Click.
Click. Okay. Now to figure out where she was murdered.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Bex?
So we've got the muscle, we've got the mastermind. We just need a driver. Pull off this height.
Perfect. But what's your hat?
My hat.
I thought we were referencing Honey Heist.
What's Honey Heist?
It's the Monster of the Week-ish type game where you play as bears trying to steal honey.
That sounds.
Hmm.
You have a mastermind and a driver, so I thought that's where we were.
We're there now.
We're there now. I brought you all on this ride.
I think I think the reference is supposed to be like Ocean's 11 or something.
It's just
Yeah.
a general heist movie.
General heist, but listen. I'm not cool enough for that. I go straight to Honey Heist. So, GM, do we know where Tulisa got murdered?
Yes, so Tulisa got murdered in her house.
Ah, shit. Okay, so I'm gonna flip through my office's, rule book to see if breaking into a client's murder suspect's victim's house is allowed. Chances are no.
I think you're not supposed to break any laws in general. I don't think there's anything specific written in there like that. Like, do not break into the home of a crime scene of where your client, whatever.
That's why you called us, though. We can break in for you, and then you don't have to be.
There we go. And then I'm not the one breaking the laws. I'm just...
Yeah, you
It's
just go
fine.
get permission or whatever it is.
Yeah, I could probably call up the... I don't know, what an investigator, if I called an investigator and said, like, the beach estate wants me to look into this accusation, could I get permission?
Huh. Sure, why not?
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll
Okay.
call him up, send him a fax if needed.
Okay. Yeah. So I think let's say that the fingerprint was on the scene itself, but also let's say she was stabbed to death. If that's okay with everyone, and it was on the knife that was left behind, like his fingerprints.
I have questions about this.
Questions?
Was there... I don't know if it's okay to ask about, the state of the knife. It would be was the blood left? Was the fingerprint left in the blood, or was the fingerprint just on the knife?
It was like a in blood because it was a struggle.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that
the
makes
bloody
it more
fingerprint. That means it was somebody that could leave a fingerprint that did it.
Yeah, and also
Yeah, exactly.
there was physical evidence left. They haven't technically gotten a DNA source because he's already dead.
I mean, it's real easy to get DNA from a dead person.
cremated.
Not if you've been cremated, which is an interesting choice.
But yeah, so it's like there's physical evidence left behind, and also like it's like a bloody fingerprint, like someone was physically there. Because ghosts don't really leave fingerprints. I don't believe.
I can if it's spooky.
like ectoplasm.
As in
fingerprint.
Yeah, because they leave fingerprints in Phasmophobia, don't they? But
Yes,
it's
they
spooky
do.
Fingerprint.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking, but only under UV light.
Anyway,
Um,
let's go break into this house we have permission to look at.
okay. Oh no, did my house not save either?
God damn it, Roll20.
I'll just use this. Maybe? Oh, no. Will this work?
Okay, I was worried it was going to be that stupid office that I hate.
The CEO's office?
Yeah, those shelves. They're still in my mind.
Okay. Let's say... Yeah, so let's say this is her home office where she died.
I don't know if you guys want to look for magical stuff. I'm gonna try to log into her Ashley Madison account.
Yeah, I
See
would
if that-
assume this is some sort of shapeshifter.
You see, I hadn't even thought about that. That is a great idea, Vex. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
Yep.
you're looking to see if you can hack into her Ashley Madison account?
Well, more just like open her laptop if it has like the stupid post-it note, like look for her Trapper Keeper or whatever it is nowadays where people keep their passwords.
Is there like a police line or something where the body was found, or what do we know about that?
I feel like probably most of the stuff is actually like taken out and already like logged as evidence and things like that. So I don't know if they like actually do like the tape out of.
Well, I assume there would be at least a blood stain, because you said it was bloody.
Yeah.
We don't have time to clean that yet.
Yeah, so I mean, there's blood stains, probably splatter. We've all watched true crime shows, I'm sure.
Alright, I'll
Right.
look over to JD and say, so what sort of enemies did this person have?
I don't know. I just know she was maybe having an affair, which I based solely on I found that she had an Ashley Madison account. So either I'm thinking her current spouse or maybe her whoever she was talking to on Ashley Madison.
I guess I'll also look around for arcane nonsense, investigative style.
Okay, what does that look like?
I'm looking for anything abnormal. Like all this normal stuff, I don't care about. I've like, I guess I'm like looking under like, I'm low to the ground, so I can look under the tables pretty easily.
Okay. I guess both of you can roll to investigate a mystery. What is Lilith and Slade doing?
Are we in just one room, or are we in the house generally?
I mean, yeah, you can look around the house, I suppose.
Slade will try knocking on some of the walls, see if any of them are hollow.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular, or?
Secret compartment. Or something hidden that wasn't found.
More importantly, did this person own a cat?
Do you want them to have owned a cat?
Oh, I would assume it would annoy Slade.
I think you see like pictures of a cat, but right now there's no one in the home. Like, the family's gone. They took, you know.
Yeah, JD's on the case today.
Okay.
Ooh, sensitive. That's good for this.
Cool.
Oh no, Vex did not roll 10.
All right, and then Slade, you can also roll investigate a mystery since you're looking for stuff as well. All right, JD, with your 13, I guess hold 2 on the investigate a mystery list, or you know, alter it as you see fit.
Think about it while if you wanted to handle other people's stuff.
Okay, you want to think about it. All right, so let's see, sensitive. On a 7 or 9, you gain a hazy impression about something important. Okay. Lilith, what were you trying to get a sense of when you opened your brain to the psychic environment?
I guess what happened in the room prior to us arriving there.
I think. What does it look like when you do this, by the way?
Like how it looks for That's So Raven.
Sorry.
I just
Camera zooms in on her face.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So on the 7-9, since you get a hazy impression, I think what you feel is like this sense of like rage.
Am I able to tell like if it was coming from the victim or the assailant?
It's directed at the victim.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then, so Vex and Slade both can ask one question.
What is being concealed here?
Nothing really. I think, if you're like tapped around looking for like false walls and anything, I think you can find like, like a hidden safe. But there's nothing like hidden in the sense of, like anything that seems related to the murder or anything supernatural or anything like that. I think you find like a, like one of those behind a painting safes type thing.
But nothing unusual, you say?
Yeah,
Okay.
but nothing like unusual. And Vex?
I guess I'll ask what sort of creature is it. That's sort of what he's looking for.
Hmm. So you kind of had an idea of what kind of creature it could be. Do you have a way of discerning or being able to confirm that based on what is here?
Like I said earlier, like mystical residue or any sort of like magical remnants.
Hmm. Um, trying to think if it would be like I don't know if it would be like if anything would actually. What the sense you do get is that most likely was that it was the actual body of Gerard Beach.
Oh, okay. So it could be an undead then,
Hmm.
which is weird.
Okay, and I don't want to. I mean, so for my two questions, I could ask what happened here, but I don't know how what I'm looking for would work into that.
Well, you were looking specifically at like her laptop and things like that, right?
Yeah.
I think you are able to put together that the person she was having an affair with is named Thelma Austin.
Belna. Austin. Quickly Google that name.
Okay. Is that your second hold?
Yeah, I guess I'd be asking about. I guess what sort of creature is it? Would that work for what I'm looking for?
I suppose. Thelma is what from what you can gather, she is married to a mortician. So it's like, what are they called?
I think that was the correct name.
It's like Austin Funeral Home or something like that. So she is married to dang it, it's, Bo. A guy named Bo.
Hey guys. The lady that Tulisa was having an affair with this person who's married to a funeral home director. Which one do we think?
Sounds like a potential necromancer.
Which do we think is the necromancer?
Well, one of them is dead, so I would assume it's the other one.
Thelma? I don't think we know is either
No,
of
the
them.
secretary is dead. The one that you.
No, I'm talking about the Thelma or her spouse, Bo. One of them is going to end up being a necromancer. Which one do you think? Not the dead person.
I would
I want to say Bo.
I would go after the one that has access to bodies. Maybe he wasn't cremated after all.
Maybe it wasn't a heart attack. Right, do we want to go to the Austin Funeral Home?
Sure. Did we resolve Slade's thing? I don't remember.
Yes, he found a wall safe, but nothing else that was out of the ordinary necessarily, other than, the murder scene.
That is a locked device. Now I'm extremely curious about it.
Phase through it.
Can I use magic to unlock it?
What would that be?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hold on. I guess it would be do one thing that is beyond human limitations.
So how would you be unlocking it?
Oh, that's a good question. Is it a combination lock?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I'd enchant my hands to go through a whole bunch of combinations until I unlocked it.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, I would just, if it's a combination lock, are you talking about like the one where you can turn it or punch in a code?
The one where you turn it.
So why can't I turn it like in a bunch, like really, really fast using magic to unlock it?
if you're just turning it a bunch of times, I don't know if you need magic to do that. You're just trying to do it fast.
Yeah. I don't have super seed.
Okay. Roll to use magic.
Oh.
I was just gonna blow it up, so this is better.
Yeah, I was gonna
Don't-
suggest that if it didn't go the way I wanted.
Okay, so you turn it a bunch of times, and it takes you a couple minutes, but it eventually opens up, and there's
Mhm.
sort of knickknacks, cash, you know, important, paperwork like birth certificates, things like that.
Guys, don't steal, please.
Hmm.
There's like
Nothing of like real importance to the case, though.
no, there's nothing like supernatural in there or anything that, you know.
Oh, it was a dead end.
Hey, at least you try, Lilith.
I did, thank you.
All right, shall we head over to what is it, the funeral home or whatever?
Sure.
Put the safe back.
Okay, you put the safe back, close it.
You should write down that combination for later.
No, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I think she's
Slade
just
removes the
like
money.
doing it too much that
Yeah.
Slade takes the money.
Slade takes the.
well, it's not an insignificant amount of money, so it would be noticed.
If they could unlock the safe, sure.
There's a family that lives there. They're not there now because of the crime scene, but like she had a
Oh, the
husband.
people still. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that changes things.
she's survived by
thought-
a husband and children.
Okay.
I draw the line at stealing money from living people.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll buy you like a sandwich or whatever. It's okay.
That just doesn't even use money.
That's true.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you guys eventually. I heard, I don't know where I was, but, when you guys signed some contracts when I wasn't around, I need to know about that later. But for now, let's solve this crime.
Okay.
I don't know if it was signing. It was more like a magical thing.
Entered a contract.
Okay.
Any whoozleby.
All right. Sounded like y'all wanted to go to the funeral home. Was there anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Can I call a ghost?
How would you do that?
I don't know. Yep. It's like maybe if I call him and leave a message. Nah. I'll just visit him later. I want to know if he wanted to be cremated or if that was kind of a new.
I mean, you know where the ghost lives. You can go talk to him first if you want.
Yeah, why would they use his body? You guys mind if I take a pit stop at a ghost house?
Sure.
I mean, they might have wanted to use it because to get into the building easily.
Okay, let's see. That's not the one. Okay. Here's my generic fancy house map.
I don't know if that's fancy enough.
Yeah, it's probably fancier actually.
It's okay. It can be in like the. Never mind. I forgot where the campaign took place. So
Buffalo.
guess I'll knock.
Uh,
And say it's JD.
I think the door is opened by someone who looks like an older relative of the ghost that you saw. But would be around the same age as the person who died. Like his ghost form is younger than, you know, I imagine him to be like in his late 50s, early 60s.
Wait, so this looks like his body?
No, it looks like a relative. Like it, you know, you can
Okay.
see the family resemblance in the person who answers the door.
Okay. Hello, I am looking into the accusations against the late Mr. Beach.
Oh, are you the lawyer?
Yes.
Are you here to like start settling the estate and things, or?
I'd like to, get a grasp on what's happening, and then we can settle it later, but this has more to do with the accusations.
All right, come in, I guess. She like walks you into the house.
I'm looking around for a ghost. Secretly? Question mark?
Yeah. So he said that no one can see him, so it would stand to reason that either they can't see him or he hasn't shown himself. But
I'll ask did he die in his office?
yeah, I think so. Kind of sad,
So
really.
I'll just ask to go to his office.
Okay, sure. So she brings you to like the back of the house, and where his office is, and I'm just gonna bring over to this map because Oris hates it so much.
No, not the show.
This isn't actually what it looks like, but this is what I have on hand for a fancy office, so.
Very good.
Beck's dying in the background.
I feel like it's more like, you know, sort of like it's more like a traditional bookshelf, like probably like mahogany, like filled to the brim with different kinds of books. I imagine like law books and you know, other various serious looking books and whatnot, and has like a decanter of scotch or something, you know. Just, you know, old rich white man like power office type deal.
Yeah, that decanter of scotch really, really sets the whole scene. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
We all know exactly the office now. The type of office with a decanter of scotch. Fuck.
Yeah, like a really
Every soap opera office ever.
yes. Exactly.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna try to see what is around. And God, I don't know how to interact with people. Start
Wait.
looking at his books. Send a
Just the-
text. Sorry, go ahead.
Is this the person we suspect, the mortician, or?
No, this is the dude who whose body was used for the murder.
Oh, so
Whether
the
by-
client.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting there to be living people here. That's a surprise.
Okay, yeah. So we're visiting him first. All right.
I think you go to pull out a book and like his face just pops up behind it. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Is the living person still there?
No. She kind of like just took you to the office and left, kind of huffy, because she seems more money oriented.
I see.
Kind of like a knives
Okay,
out sort of
oh.
situation. You know?
Perfect. JD's secretly a little jealous of whatever lawyer has to deal with these motherfuckers. And also not at the same time. 'Cause the pain, I'm assuming, to deal with these people.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Gerard. I was looking for you, but, you know, I wasn't expecting living people, so that was
I told you.
what happened.
My estate. My incompetent family.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean they're at your house.
Well, you know, they think they own the place already, so.
So, quick question. Did you want to be cremated?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember dying?
Vaguely, yeah.
And you're sure it wasn't, and you said it felt like a natural thing?
I think so. I have no reason to think I was killed.
Also, are you sure you were actually cremated?
And were you with your body the entire time after you died?
No. I stayed in this
What
office.
happened? So what happened? When was your body collected?
Well, it was collected, I think, the morning after my housekeeper found me.
Do you know what funeral home your body went to?
I think he taps like on a drawer. It's like, I think my arrangements are in this drawer. Like
I'll
he
look.
points at it, but he obviously can't. Like,
I'll go look for that.
okay. All right. What do the rest of you do? Would any of you like some scotch?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Slade pours himself a glass of scotch.
I'll take some too.
Okay.
That was perfectly timed.
I think Gerard gets really close to the two of you that are drinking scotch,
Okay.
just to kind of like enjoy someone else enjoying his like really expensive scotch, because he can't.
Can we see him?
Well, I think for sure like Lilith can,
Yeah, Vex definitely can.
and Vex. I don't know. It would. Is Slade? Can Slade see things like that, ghosts and whatnot?
He can see what human eyes can see.
Okay. Yeah, I think he would have. I think you would have at least heard him anyway when he offered the scotch. So,
Okay.
because I'm not sure if he's like doesn't know that you can't see him, kind of thing. So, but would any of you like a cigar?
No, thank you.
Absolutely, my friend.
Okay. And then I think he points to a different drawer and says they're in there. But I think maybe now, like, he, like, if you don't, like, look right away, maybe he starts to, like, make an effort so that you can see him as well. So then he, like, kind of starts to materialize, and you see, like, a man in his late 20s, dressed really well, like a really nice business suit.
Vex will help with magic.
And then, yeah, so he's pointing at a drawer, like, he can't open it, but...
Slade walks over and opens the drawer.
Okay.
Ah. Ashton cigars. Beautiful.
I think he smiles broadly at that.
By the way, I haven't had Macallan Highland single malt scotch in decades. You're a man of fine taste, Gerard.
Thank you. And you are?
Slade Thompson, pleased to meet you. He extends his hand.
He says,
Beautiful.
Nice to meet you, and, like, he extends his hand, but his hand basically just goes through yours. It doesn't...
Yeah. Slade shakes anyway, not realizing that a hand would go right through his.
Okay. I think it looks like he's also shaking, because he's making the same motion, but you two don't actually connect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think as you smoke the cigar, you kind of just notice that he's, like, kind of creepily close. But is, you know, just... Seems like he's just trying to vicariously enjoy the cigar, if you know what I mean.
Okay, based on how close he is, Blade would probably hold the cigar up to his mouth to see if he could take a puff.
Huh, interesting. He'll try. I don't think anything happens, though. Ah, disappointing. And then he, like, walks back over, or maybe he float walks back over to you, JD. Did you find what you're looking for?
Yes. She pulls out a folder that tells me what funeral home his body went to. I say to the GM and hope the GM agrees.
Yes, so it seems like the paperwork for the arrangements are there. And yes, so his body was sent to Austin Funeral Home to be cremated.
Okay, perfect. So your body was sent to Austin Funeral Home. We were just heading there.
Interesting.
So I'll keep you updated, but yeah, right now we're thinking there may be some necromancy involved with your body.
That's exactly why I wanted my body cremated.
Yeah, unfortunately, the funeral home might be harboring a necromancer, so I try to pat him on the back. There. The only time Hoverhand makes sense.
Oh. Well, good luck.
I'll take care of him for you, Gerard. Don't you worry.
You're a good man, Slade Thompson.
I've been told that once or twice.
Just once or twice.
Only once or
Just once or
twice?
twice. Literally. I think once by his mom. Actually, scratch that. He wasn't a man then. So we headed to this funeral home.
Mm-hmm.
Slade chugs the scotch and brings a cigar with him.
I'll drive.
It's a
If
good
you were
idea, Miss
driving-
JD.
I'm driving. Yep.
Maybe I could try.
I don't know. You'll end up making the whole car a bomb by accident.
That sounds pretty fun, actually.
Damn it!
Okay.
At least it's not the company car.
Alright. So it's 9:35.
So it's a company car.
It's not the company car.
All right, yeah. I assume.
Yes, let's take a break. So come back at 50. So 10-2. 10 to the top of the
Alright.
hour. Alrighty.
I'm
Yes. I think.
Slade? Wait, so is it everyone but Slade is here, or?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yay, we're all here. Okay, so you are all heading over to the funeral home, correct?
yes.
I think there is probably someone there to greet you.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine it would be Thelma. So she sort of welcomes you, asks if you all are interested in services, or just kind of what brings you to Austin Funeral Home today.
I'm so sorry, it's taking me longer to eat this pretzel than I expected. Give me a few seconds. Okay, there we go. Done eating that pretzel. So, I forget, in the arrangements, was it clear that the body was the body collected before the other lady was found?
Trying to think if was Mr. Beach's body collected before they found the body of to Lisa Lane?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think I'll ask Thelma. So, Thelma, are you aware of the death of Lisa Lane?
I think she looks kind of shocked when you say that.
Okay, I'm assuming. Does she say no?
Yeah, she would say no.
Yeah. And I'm going to ask her if where she was, I guess. Where were you on the night of the 5th?
Um, I'm trying to think what she could be. Let's say she was out to dinner with her mom.
And does your husband know about Miss Tulisa Lane?
I think her eyes go wide and they also kind of narrow, like I don't. How would she react? I don't know what you mean.
Been on Tulisa's Ashley Madison account. You don't gotta lie to me.
I think she kind of like looks around nervously and then is like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
Clearly investigating a murder.
Are you the police?
No, I am investigating on behalf of Gerard Beach's estate. He is being accused of the murder, but was deceased at the time of the murder, and you were the last in possession of his body. So
She's like, she looks confused. She's like clearly trying to like remember, like, you know, when you're trying to recall something. She's like, yeah, Mr. Beach was cremated a few days ago. Or maybe yesterday. Would have been yesterday. I don't understand if, like, he's been dead. I don't...
yes, well, it doesn't take much, right, to... I don't know how you do fingerprint stuff. Do you guys have a 3D printer? Who knows? I feel like you could probably lift a fingerprint and then put it on the outside of a pair of gloves.
I'm sorry, what exactly are you saying?
Sorry, I'm thinking aloud. Is your husband around?
He's working.
I would like to speak with him.
He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's working.
I'm really hoping that you guys hear that and then go to disturb him immediately.
It was already going through my head the best way to do that.
Yeah, me and Vex are going.
Do you know where you're
Oh,
going?
that's right. Yeah.
No, where should we go? I'd imagine in the
So,
basement.
It feels like basement work. I'm gonna ask. Yes, almost forgot. My colleague needed to use the restroom before coming here. Could you, where are those?
I'll
We can
take
sit
you.
down to talk a little more.
I don't think we have anything to talk about, miss.
Mm.
Blade steps forward. You damn right, but we got plenty to discuss with your husband. Now where is he?
He's working.
Slade is going to manipulate her into telling him where he is.
How?
By intimidating her.
Okay.
Is that cool with you, Keeper?
Sure.
Blade casually taps his bat against the palm of his hand.
That's some good bat tapping there.
I think she just sort of points towards like the back hallway area and like sort of for like the back of the building kind of thing. So I think what is it? Do they do embalming? Is that what they do? Morticians?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they like prep the bodies to look nicer in the coffin or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Whatever that's called. Like he's doing
Morticianing.
prep work or whatever it might technically be called is the word that she uses, but anyway, he's in the back.
I apologize for my friend. He, had a rough childhood. The safety bat.
So what do the rest of you do after she tells you that?
Oh, I was already heading towards the back.
Yeah, same with
Me
Slade.
too.
Right, so the three of you head more towards the back. What are you doing, JD?
I think keep an eye on her, because... Well, now she's afraid she's gonna call the fucking police.
So she starts to leave the room.
So, if your husband found out, what would his reaction be, do you think?
She's not talking to you, she's leaving the room.
Oh.
Would you be in any danger? I do need to know this. I don't want to put you in danger.
You're asking me if I'm in danger when strangers show up and threaten me with a bat? Yeah, I'm in danger. She starts to she's calling. She's using her phone.
Okay, how do I'm trying to stop her by... I meant your husband, finding out.
So, what are you trying to do exactly? Because she's using the phone.
I want to stop her from using the phone by trying to get her to focus on the potential of her husband having murdered her affair partner. I don't know how close they were. So I guess I would say, I don't know if you'd consider it manipulate someone, but trying to be like, I just need you to know that, your husband may have killed Tulisa, and you do need to, you may be in danger.
So I just use magic, and would it be okay to freeze her in place?
You're not there.
I'm not. Oh, never mind.
Yep, you walked off with Vex and Slade, you said.
Oh, I did. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, you can, I guess, roll to manipulate someone. JD. Let's see. 7 and 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. I'm trying to think what is something that you could do right now to show that you mean it, because from her perspective, you're not really making much sense. Like, what could JD do to show that she means what she's saying? To get her to stop calling the police?
My thought process is either... My thought process never makes sense, so, feel free to stop me, because I'll murder some mountain lions and frame them for some other people's death. But my thought process is she can call my phone, or... Okay. If she calls the police, hold on. Okay, my thought process is something along the lines of record the conversation with us and her husband to see if he confesses or not. And then, feel free to call the police after. Or come with us to question him, but I don't think she would want that.
No, I don't think she would want that either. Because what you originally said was that you asked if she would be in danger if he had found out about her affair, correct? That's like what you originally were saying to try to get her to stop.
You know that he might be the murderer. God, it'll really suck if he's not.
I think she... I think she kind of pauses, and just the fact that like he can have a temper, but you're the ones that are here with weapons.
Yeah, I don't condone my friend's using of his bat. I don't. Ugh. I have nothing really to say for him in this situation.
Yeah,
I won't- I won't-
think
yeah.
you would need to give her more info about why you think it's her husband for her to not call the police.
Okay. Well, there's no other suspects for the murder, and there's no real motivation for anybody except your husband. It seemed like it could have been a crime of passion, and that's really the only suspect.
What are you doing here? What is your plan?
Question your husband and see if we could get him to confess.
I don't think a confession through threats are valid, are they?
I mean, it depends. Are the police the ones getting them? Hey, anyway.
Oh god.
Sorry. I mean, it wouldn't be illegally, but it would be a step towards, I don't know. I was gonna record it, but now my friends have gone without me. Listen, I'm gonna go. I need to catch up with them. I think it might be in your best interest to either leave the house, or, I mean, I guess stay here. And again, if you call my phone, you can listen in to the conversation, and if anything makes you, like, feel you need to call the police, you can then, like, hang up and call the police.
Fine, what's your number?
867-5309.
Okay, Jenny. If you hang up this phone, I'm going to call the police.
That's fair.
So I think she calls you.
I'd answer it and put it on speaker, just because you can hear things better when it's on speaker.
Okay. Do you mute though?
Yeah, so I'll turn my volume down. But I won't mute it. She'll be able to hear what we're saying.
Right, but like, what's the opposite?
Yeah, I'll ask her to mute. And then turn my volume down and be like, yeah, you should probably mute your phone just so... Oh. Anyway,
Alright, so the trio over there, you find like a room. It's closed. It's most likely the workroom for. It's a little bit out of the way so that it's not easy to just sort of wander into like the embalming or the prep space. What do the three of you do?
I will sleep
Um,
into
I-
the room and see what he's doing.
I was gonna read a bad situation.
Okay. Read a bad situation. Go ahead.
Oh, never mind.
How were you reading a bad situation?
Looking around me.
Okay.
Just trying to see what's in the area and all that.
You see the door's closed.
Yeah, the door's closed.
If Slade were to put his ear to the door, would he hear anything?
Does Slade put his ear to the door?
Slade puts his ear to the door.
Okay. I think what you would hear is music.
Like classical.
No, just sort of oldies, I guess.
I wish to sneak into the room.
Okay, so you would have to open the door to be able to do that, correct?
Not fully, I guess, but yeah.
Okay. The door's locked.
Let's see, is there any other way in there?
Why don't you read a bad situation?
No.
No, you can't find anything else that would help you get in there. Probably picking a lock would be your best bet, maybe?
Wait, does he have an office around here? Because this is like his workroom over there, right?
Yeah.
So maybe his office is left unattended, but he could go loot it for clear. Just clears, really.
Sure. You want to double back to find like an office?
Yeah, is there like a backroom office, or would we have to go back outside again?
Yeah, I feel like there would be more of a back-end office. I feel like the front end is more like displaying of different things, and also like parlors where they hold funerals and things like that, so...
Yeah, Vex will say, It may be a good idea to take this opportunity to look through his stuff for clues. And he'll motion in the direction of the office.
Okay. What does Slade do?
Slade will. I mean, knowing that the door is locked, yeah, he would start walking toward the office.
Okay, and Lilith?
I'm gonna try sensitive again.
Okay. What are you trying to get a sense of?
What's on the other side of that door?
Okay.
Oh, good.
Alright, on a 10 or more you gain.
I like to imagine every time you use this ability, you strongly sense wherever Vex is. Because he's a psychic being.
I probably can. Well, I can.
Okay, a definite impression. A vision, tangible aura, overheard thought, etc. I think what you see is you see like a woman kind of dancing around. Like you get a picture of like the workspace area, and there's like a woman kind of dancing around, and then kind of in the corner is like a chair with like a middle-aged man who seems to be sleeping. It's kind of like, you know, like when you're sleeping in a chair, your head's kind of slumped over, kind of thing.
Hmm.
So that's what you see.
Okay. Is the woman recognizable?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Alright, is Slade next to me? Or did he move?
Well, he started to walk off towards the office, I think. But
Oh,
he's
then I'll regroup with him and Vex and fill them in.
okay. Right. What are you looking for in the office?
Two things. I want to look for information on this guy's body. I forgot his name. It is Gerard. Since his wife had no idea about it, so he must have some sort of record around.
Well, no, his wife knew that he was cremated there, so she was like confused.
Okay, and then I guess anything about Tolisa that he may have found, in case he's like lying around his office or whatever. Just anything around what happened to Gerard,
Okay.
and obviously anything magical if it happens to be in the open, but I doubt it.
Okay. And Slade?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Okay.
Like, it sounds like Vex is doing pretty much everything that can be done.
Well, Vex would instruct you to help him with this because he's also a cat and can't look through documents very well.
Or access computers or anything like that, yeah.
Slade can hardly use a flip phone, but okay.
Just love your combo of the two of you.
I assume I'm investigating a mystery here, though.
Yes, you are.
Ooh, I got 2. I guess I'll do a specific question. It's what happened to Gerard's body?
Okay, so you go through the. You go through. Files, records, whatever, and it, you know, the timeline pretty much adds up. It arrived on, like, probably the day of Talisa being murdered, I would imagine. Like, the morning of. And then was cremated a few days ago. Or maybe yesterday. So.
Okay, so it was cremated after the murder.
Yeah. You know, like you don't chuck it in the oven like right away as soon as you get it. You gotta just certain things you
Okay.
do first, but
So it sounds like nothing. There wasn't anything fishy about his cremation.
Well, there's nothing. It's not like the body just got up and started killing someone for no reason. Somebody had to have done it and then got rid of the body, I guess.
so you said you're also looking around for like magical things, correct? Or like if there's
Yeah.
surprisingly there's like nothing. Like, you know, I feel like you would know the hallmarks to look for a necromancer, like certain types of maybe herbs or like particularly salt and certain types of books, maybe some symbology that might be, you know, etched away somewhere in a corner. Like, you don't see any of that.
Yeah, I was worried that the body got up on its own, but I don't think it would cooperate in getting burnt afterwards, so...
Okay. Yeah, and then Lilith.
Slade still needs to investigate too, right? Or are we done with that?
He can if he wants. It seemed like he was more or less helping you out, but yeah. Depends on what he's looking for.
I mean, it'd be pretty much like similar stuff to what Vex is looking for.
But we didn't answer if he was aware of the affair or not. Because that would be a pretty big motive if he was. What did Lilith find, by the way?
Oh, I got the impression of a woman dancing on the other side of that door, and a man sleeping in a chair.
Interesting. That sounds pretty suspicious. Maybe we should break in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is there a key in here? Would it be possible to find a key in here? Or go back to the wife and ask her to...
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah, that would be something Slade would look for, if not Lilith.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled investigate a mystery.
How do I ask? There's a key.
We could do what is being concealed here. Or,
Yeah.
it's probably
Or-
a general question.
Where did it go?
Where'd the key go?
Where did the key go? Yeah, I feel like, you know, if you root around in his drawers, you could probably find like a ring of keys. You would assume one of those might be the office. But I think this is probably a good time for JD to,
I was gonna say, this is probably enough finagling around that JD would meet up with us,
yeah, like
going through his office.
going through his office, reading up on his things. Yeah, I mean, like there is a computer in here. JD, what do you do as you sort of catch up to the rest of the group in this office area?
Getting on mute.
Oh, were you on mute?
Okay. Yeah, my I think my microphone has a mute button that I had turned on, and yeah, so like I assume she went to the where they should have been and found them not there, and I was like, Jesus Christ, and then finds them and would yell at Slade first thing, whisper yell, grocery store, yelling at a child, yell, Slade, you cannot just threaten people.
I thought it was pretty effective.
We got a job to do. She wasn't having any of your nonsense.
You can't threaten people.
Slade just gruffs.
Okay. Well, did you talk to the husband? Why are we here?
Door's locked.
Did you knock?
No, why would we do that?
To get in? I'm very confused.
There's music playing, you probably wouldn't hear us.
Ah. Well, did you find a key or sorry, I wouldn't know you were looking for a key. Did you find whatever you were... Why are we in here?
Just she says that Slade holds up a jingling key ring.
That'll do it.
Also, it looks like the body was here and not cremated until after the murder.
I see.
Slade starts walking towards the locked door.
Open that door.
Was there,
Act under pressure to unlock a door.
yeah, was there anything else that Lilith or JD would have wanted to do in the office?
No, I would have been looking for the key too.
Yeah, I think JD was just trying to find them. Or I guess... Is this laptop open?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just like the computer that's probably it's like at the bouncy balls, sort of. You know, the not wallpaper.
Screensaver.
Yeah, screensaver. Thank you.
I want to see if his history has Ashley Madison account.
Okay. Roll to investigate mystery.
Because if I fail this and it ends up destroying the house or something. Goddamn Ashley Madison.
That's definitely not a failure.
Pretty sure that's the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that hold 2?
Yeah.
But you're-
I mean, one was, did he know about, like, I wanted to, I guess, what is being concealed here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think what you find, like, you do see that there's like a browser history for Ashley Madison. I don't think that tells you whether he knew or maybe his wife used his computer. You're not sure. But what I think else you find is like MapQuest directions or something like that.
Good choice of, thank you for using MapQuest as your example. That's beautiful.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, so I think you find like a MapQuest history as well.
Okay.
To Lisa Lane's home.
I'll say, looks like he searched for directions to Lisa's Lane's home. So, oh, the wife is on the phone with me right now. I tell the group. So, if you want to come into his office and take a look at what he's done, you can search his laptop if you want.
Oh, we're being recorded. How interesting.
And do I see any like browser history for like, I don't know if it would be what can it do, to see like if he's searched for like magical things, like how to control body or some random shit. Any bookmarked sites or some bullshit.
No, you don't see anything like that. Nothing of that nature pops up.
Alright, so did we want to go unlock that door?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, who has the keys?
Late, and he's already standing at the door trying them.
Okay, I'll roll to act under pressure. Okay. So I think what is going to happen is that with the partial success, I think what happens is that maybe you're just a little bit too loud, or like at a particular lull in the like music that's in the room, you hear the keys are kind of they just rattle a little bit too much, and you're pretty sure that probably the person inside is Hardu. So, Vogue, Austin. But you unlock the door.
All right, we're going in.
So you unlock the door. What do? Do you just sort of like swing the door open and go in, or?
Blade motions for JD to lead.
Okay. JD goes in.
Zex squeaks in like a cat off to the side immediately.
Hmm.
He's on pace. He's gonna go look around.
Okay. JD, what I think you see is there's like it looks like a woman's body is slumped on the floor, and whom you assume to be Bo Austin is standing up on the chair. He goes, "What are you doing here?"
I didn't mean to disturb you. I had to ask you a few questions about a body that you had a few days ago. Are you okay? What happened?
He picks up the body and he puts it sort of on like a not like, I don't know if it's like a surgical table looking thing, but that's where he puts it. It's like, I was preparing this body and you startled me and I dropped her on the floor.
Can I? I want to telepathy him and read his mind right now. Figure out what he was doing with his body.
Telepathy.
I could read thoughts. I figure bursting in would be the best time to use this.
Telepathy? Is that an alternative weird, or?
No, it's the spooky move, which I took.
Oh, okay.
It allows me to do things without actually talking to people.
Okay, but you still have to roll. What are you're trying to figure something out, right? So roll a.
Yeah, investigate.
Is it investigate or read a bad? I feel like it's read a bad. I don't know if read a bad makes any sense.
I think they're actually the same for me. Actually, no. Read bad is better for me.
Why they're both sharp?
Oh, it's sharp. I thought that's cool. Okay, never mind. They're both the same.
But I probably investigate questions make more sense.
Well, I can tell you if I succeed, I'm going to ask what is being concealed here. What is being concealed here?
Alright. They will DM me the answer. Okay. And Lilith, the woman on the table is the woman that was dancing earlier that you saw in your sort of vision when you were reaching out with your sensitive? Just FYI.
I can actually share this information because I have telepathy. So I'll tell everyone else. He was trying to swap with that body.
Okay. So you do that telepathically?
Yes.
Okay, you have a second question.
I can tell you what sort of creature is it. I also do what can hurt it, but I feel like I should know what it is before I ask that. What can hurt it? Bullet. Just makes mystery solved.
Okay. Is there you just trying to like sort of like
Yeah, Vex actually knows more about shapeshifters than normal because he has a general interest in them.
okay. This is
But
not a
what's the sub-
shapeshifter. What he can essentially do is take over a body. So like I think maybe you're just sort of like getting like a general sense of what this entity is. Like, if I don't know if you were maybe just sort of trying to get a general sense of like what humans can do, kind of thing. But like he can like basically move his essence or whatever into another body.
That certainly sounds familiar to stuff that has happened to me.
I'm calling this sort of creature a Shadow Stitcher because I can't find the reference of what I was trying to make it be, and that's the closest I can remember the name of it, but it's not correct because
All I can think of is Body Snatcher, but
yeah. So that is it's not a shapeshifter, it's not a necromancer, it's someone who can take over, essentially.
But yeah, I tell JD this. And I guess everyone else do. I'm just be like, yeah, it's probably him. Is JD secretly muted again?
No, I'm just trying to figure
Okay.
out what to even say to him now that we're aware of this. Trying to keep a straight face as this new information is coming in.
Can we piece together this mystery, knowing what we just learned?
Yeah, I think we have. But he found that his wife was cheating on him, used the body that just happened to be the employer's body, like unhappy happenstance, to kill the lady, Talisa. using
Even her
his.
wife at this point could just be her husband died and he just sold the body.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I mean, that might not even be his original body at this point.
Well, I feel like. Yeah, never mind.
Might be weird for it not to be, in order for his wife to know that he's in there.
Novex is saying that it could possibly be that this isn't the original Mr. Austin, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, but what we do know is that the current thing and happening in the body is our culprit.
Great. So, let's see. Mr. Austin, I need to ask you some questions about Tulisa Lane. And look at his face to see what emotions are on it.
Let's see.
X will take a spot in the corner, and if he had popcorn, he would be eating it.
He. Talisa Lane? He just, like, asks.
Does his face go through any emotions?
Not really. I think because he's like already. He's already kind of in a mood, if you will, for being disturbed in his workspace. So I don't know if it's like. It's not like. I feel like if he had like a sense motive or something, like an insight check.
I know!
would be nice.
Insight.
Or like the flakes move, where you can tell if someone's lying or whatever. But
I think you could use manipulate for that.
that's when you're trying to get them to do something. I think you see more of annoyance other than anything. It's not like you're seeing. I don't know what you were looking for, if it was like a shock or anything like that, but it's. I think what if you are able to discern a particular reaction, it's more annoyance than anything else.
Yeah, what can you tell me about Tulisa Lane?
Who is Talisa Lane?
Yeah, she was the secretary of one of one of your clients, I'll call them. Strangely got murdered by him after his death, which is a little wild. Given you're the last person in possession of his body, I'm just asking you to clarify a few things for me.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. How would a dead body murder someone?
were you? Did you have how do I say, like, on the night of the 5th, we'll call it, where were you, and do you know where the body was at that point?
Let's see, I believe I had a quiet night at home. My wife went out to dinner with her mother. The body was in cold storage, I'm sure.
Hmm. I'm gonna look at my companion, seeing if maybe they could use, like, just like, JD's a little out of her element here. She's like, I don't know how to make a person confess.
Aren't you a lawyer?
Yeah, but I'm not a detective.
Alright. What are you trying to do, Lilith?
I'm trying to get an impression of him. So, yeah, anything that I can glean off of him would be great. I guess a vision.
A vision of what exactly?
His intentions or things he's done already.
Is it so when you open up your brain to the psychic environment of this weird, get a definite impression of an intention, thought, etc. Those are the important. Okay. Just curious, like what that entails, if it's like his thoughts or it's not like a
It can be an overheard thought,
an
so
overheard thought.
if he feels like we're suspicious, he might have thought something. If he has a malicious aura, I'd be able to see it.
Let's say that like before JD started asking questions about Talisa, like he just seemed he had like a normal aura, and then like as she started asking him more like questions about her or whatever, like his aura like sort of flared angrily, like you felt earlier. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Will this tie into that rage that I picked up on earlier?
yeah, I think you kind of get
Okay.
the same. It's not quite as, it's not quite as, it's not this, it's the same, but it's colder. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like it's a more constrained, because it's not necessarily directed at JD.
Okay. So, I guess I would tell the team, this is the rage that I felt earlier when I was in, where the hell was I? In the woman's office, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the rage I felt earlier when I was in our victim's office. He is
Cut out.
I cut out.
Yeah. At least
Oh,
for me.
I said. Oh, I'm sorry. I said that this is the rage that I felt earlier when I was in the victim's office, and that I believe that this was the culprit.
You say that out loud, right?
Yeah.
just kind of looks at you like, it's like, what are you talking about?
Hmm. I guess I would say, why don't you tell me? It seems like you know what I'm talking about.
Why would I ask you what you're talking about if I knew what you were talking about?
Because you want to confirm your own suspicions.
I think he looks confused. Suspicions of...
Don't be coy. We know what you can do.
So I think he just sort of like raises an eyebrow.
Hmm.
So why did you Google how to get to her
There,
address?
Who says I did?
Your laptop, asshole.
I'm not the only one who lives here.
So why would your wife be going to Talisa Lane's house?
How should I know?
I mean, I think you do. Are you aware of a service called Ashley Madison?
Alright. Can you roll me to manipulate someone?
You're trying to piss him off enough.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think, like, you see him get genuinely angry when you mention the Ashley Madison website. But yeah. So I guess, what exactly are we trying to get from this situation? Because it is 11, I don't want to necessarily drag this out, but because I just don't see it really going anywhere with like just questioning him. You know what I mean? Just because he's kind of cagey and whatever, like. But I guess, what would the end goal be for the group? To have him arrested, or?
Like it's JD's case.
Yeah, I don't think he could be arrested, because, like, I'm not sure...
You can call that prosecutor that's in the know and then tell him that we found a body stealer or somebody that can possess body.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Aglafora or whatever.
I don't know, just whatever the prosecutor is that's on this case. Who's
Yeah.
Fine, you can tell him we found the actual person.
I mean, I think it might need to go to the night court. Because unless we can, like...
It's like a night court guy, right? Or whatever we're calling the night court. The prosecutor.
The prosecutor was not aware of magic.
Oh, I thought he was aware that it was a ghost. Okay, never mind.
No, yeah, it ended up just being like a detective and not a prosecutor.
But I think, Judy, you could probably make a call to night court and have like a aware detective come by if you would want.
And would that solve this, or?
depends on how you're looking to, like, how do you want this situation to end? I guess.
I would like him to confess, but I mean, I was thinking, but if he confessed, it doesn't really matter in terms of like regular people life. But maybe like hmm. Yeah, I mean, optimally it would be like a confession that or something where we could like make it something a normal person could do, like I don't know. I feel like you can transfer fingerprints, but I don't know how.
I mean, you can, yeah.
Yeah, so just something like that. But that would require kind of framing him, because it's not what he did.
I feel like the night court would have avenues for like settling cases like this. If we put supernatural, they go through like the normal people and clear whatever is necessary. That's just an opinion, though. I don't know if that's actually true.
Yeah, I think that's it would make sense if that was the case, but that may be a GM question.
Yeah. I think, I think if you were to call someone from Night Court, or like, you know, whoever your contacts might be, and I think that's, you know, because like I feel like even in Night Court they have to like spin it so that on record it's like a mundane-ish crime. And I think
Yeah, or just cover up the reasons why they decided what they did.
yeah. So I think the cover-up would definitely be like, oh, he stole, you know, he stole DNA samples and his fingerprints so that it, you know, it would look like a weird, unsure murder or something, you know, like instead of like, oh yeah, he stole his body, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was just assuming the details would be immediately classified after the case is closed.
Well, there has to be some sort of cover story, right? Because this, you know, like he has a wife and she's gonna have to tell people like why was
I
he
guess.
arrested, like, you know,
How's your husband?
arrested for murder. Yeah. So, but I think what does happen is that once you mention Ashley, like you do make him mad enough where he'll say something kind of really clearly angry, clearly sort of, you know, something like, yeah, that's a website for some sort of derogatory word to cheat on their husbands or something like that, you know. But he says it really angrily, and I think like you. I think there's like enough of a push after that to get like he's not gonna like confess or anything, but like I think you can get enough for just whoever else to take over. Like
Okay. Hopefully enough for that lady not to call the police and to like get the fuck out.
yeah. So well, in a sense, you're calling your own police to come there, right? So, you know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean for it to be more anticlimactic. I guess I should have had him be more physically aggressive or something. But
It's okay.
I thought of at least one thing Slade could do to up the ante, but save it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I would, like, it didn't really feel like he's aware enough to not
Yeah.
not be pushed in a sense, but also I didn't want to like keep it going.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, that's why I asked like what like what serves your end goal? Would any of you like try to physically attack, or like would you just kind of want to get him arrested? You know, like piece together enough evidence, whatever.
Vex literally can't attack him. You can't depend on him for that.
but yeah, so is that satisfying enough for conclusion, or was there more that you would have liked to have done with this particular creature?
Mm-mm.
Good enough for JD. She just wants to do what her client hired her for.
Okay. Slade?
Is it the end of the mystery then? We just kind of.
If everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. We put it out of its misery.
Well, because I just didn't see him confessing, is all.
Yeah, at this point, we just tell him he's under arrest.
If it dragged on a little bit longer, Slade would have gotten up in his face.
Okay.
Just say that. Whether that would have led to any fruitful outcomes, I have no idea. But
Okay.
that if this dragged on a little bit longer, yeah, something like that probably would have happened.
Okay. What do you mean by get in his face? Just sort of like threaten, or do you mean like actually like
Intimidate.
Intimidate.
Intimidate, like the wife.
Okay.
A few lines that I cooked up.
Okay. I mean, they probably could have happened in between the time that it took for the police to come, but.
Yeah, it's probably isn't enough to continue into another week's session.
Oh no.
So
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that would have made it interesting is if like things got into a brawl, if you will. But other than that, which it didn't seem like any of you were doing, which is cool.
JD tries to avoid brawls, especially when she got yelled at.
Okay. Would you like to do end of session experience?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Did they conclude the current mystery?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Did they save someone from certain death or worse?
No.
Okay. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Or body snatchers?
Yeah.
I mean, we also fleshed out about the Night Court a bit. That's kind of nice.
That's true.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
I don't think so.
Well, no, JD led most of the mission this time around. So that I guess, she can take over a leadership role, even though she has no powers or anything. That's what I would take away from it. She was a good leader. I guess not. All right.
Certainly trying to diffuse situations more, it seems like, than before.
Mm-hmm.
Something else we learned about Slade, that he enjoys fine scotch and cigars. I mean, it's not necessarily important, but it's kind of interesting. Like,
Exactly 2 people have called him a good man.
Yes.
That too.
so that's
Well, I guess 3 now.
number 3.
Blade keeps the tally of how many people have called him a good man.
He gets a tattoo every time, like a tick mark.
Well, I think, I don't know, like, I feel like this is the first time really that Ty has used her sensitive, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
No, I did it last mission.
Did you? I thought you used...
Yeah, just not as often.
Oh, I thought you did magic. But yeah, so that's 3. So you get 2 marks of experience, everybody?
It's also the first time Vex used telepathy.
True. Yeah.
Got a psychic, who knew?
JD, what move did you take for alternative weird?
That's a great question. I thought I chose one and then I couldn't remember. And so then I clicked on Trust Your Gut because I thought maybe that's the one I took, but I feel like weird science suits me based on what I've tried to fucking do.
Having a weird science person is always nice. Because you get to make all the weird gadgets for monsters.
What do you mean based on things that you try to do?
I can't remember specifics. I thought I tried to do something. I was like, well, I can't do that. Something great about me is I have terrible memory.
Well, is JD like a, like, do they tinker with things?
You ever felt like you needed to create a device or something that's unconventional, but you just couldn't?
You can also pick up Illumination and call that the Night Court people. You can call them for advice.
I like that.
If you do take Illuminated, I have an idea for that.
And yes, I can do Illuminated.
Okay. Alright, cool. I will talk to you about that then.
Okay.
Okay,
They put a fucking device in JD. They're like, listen, we need to keep a goddamn eye on you.
I was thinking of starting something else for end of sessions called Stars and Wishes, which is basically like stars would be things that you liked about the session, so like something that you theoretically give like a gold star for or something like that, and then wishes would be like what you'd like to see more of in the future or a change or stuff like that. What do you all think of that idea?
Sure.
Fine with it.
We used to do that in high school. 2 stars and a wish.
So, just, minimum 1 each, I guess.
Hmm.
Do you want to start, JD? Since you've done it before?
Sure. Yeah. I need to think. I don't know, I like the mystery. I like the ghost murder mystery. That's really vague and not very helpful. So I guess I liked the theme. I liked solving a mystery. A wish. I don't know. I feel like I was talking a lot, and I wish. I would wish for more. I don't know when people would have been able to input. I just kind of feel bad. I don't want to take over. So that'll be. Turn that into a sentence version of a wish in your mind, and you got it.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else have ideas? Otherwise, I'm gonna start calling on folks like a teacher.
I can do stuff. I really liked your ghost NPC. I like that our client was a ghost. I thought that was interesting. I kind of wish I had talked to him more with Vex, but that was in the past. Mostly because Vex is also technically an incorporeal being,
Mm-hmm.
just not right now.
Okay.
I don't know if I really have any particular wishes right now.
Well, you said you wish that you talked to the ghost more, and that's
Yeah, that was more me though, towards me.
okay.
I don't think I have anything either way though. Like I don't have a star or a wish.
Hmm. Nothing stood out to you either way? That was good or not as good?
Well, it was more character based. I enjoy Slade's character, especially when we call him, and he's always doing something. I think that's funny. But yeah,
You're good at coming up with those like phone conversation things.
yeah, and
I love it.
I guess a wish would be some action because I kind of was ready to like do something. I don't know what I would have done, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I like that. There are different ways to solve this mystery, not just they all end in combat as a default.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular one seemed to me like he had a nearly impervious kind of defense against the evidence that we gathered or that the team gathered. So it was like it ended in a big stall, and there probably should have been a way out of that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because I guess I did. I don't know why I didn't see it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you played the character very well and to the best of his ability, but that was what stalled the plot.
I know. I guess I didn't see you just continuing to question him, I guess. So that's why I kind of put a pause, basically, so that I guess I could have had him like try to attack you or something to get some action going, but I don't know. Was kind of would have been out of character a little. Yeah.
If you don't have to attack us, it's still action.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Right, he said they could also try to run if that situation happens.
True,
like,
true.
oh shit, I found out I need to run now, and then we can chase them down, and that's our action.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think
Have a good night.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like everyone's good for next weekend, July 4th.
I don't have plans.
Okay, I'm good.
Alright, sounds good.
Same.
Everyone. Oh, Samara, right?
She's not on tonight.
No, I mean,
Oh yeah,
For
the ask for
next-
July 4th.
Yeah,
yeah. Is she good?
I will ask.
Okay.
Yeah, but she wasn't
Cool.
feeling well today, so.
All right. Good night.
Alright.
Good
Good night.
night.
Good night.